that's a tremendous looking trophy.
Hello, welcome to Platinum Stories, number one PlayStation podcast in the Oceanias. My name's Dylan Blight. Joining me, as always, Ashley Hobley.
Hey, Don, excited to be here. Another week, PlayStation.
Got breaking news. Jacob just sent me his Firewall review. Let's see what he gave this.
Ooh.
All right. This unedited, but let's try and read this. Exclusive. This may not be up on the website yet by the time you're listening. Depends on how my day goes. Firewall Ultra has quickly moved itself to the regular playlist at behind the game's fun and unique style combat over other FPS titles on the market make for some interesting matches and tactics. I've enjoyed chatting and working with a team of random strangers to complete the operations and try and defeat other teams. Blah, 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 blah. 8.5.
Wow.
8.5 out of 10. PSVR 2 game that I'm very excited to play. And still haven't.
It's interesting because from what I heard, it's not great. It's
Yeah,
sitting at a 65 on OpenCritics.
Yeah, but you know, these regular
It's been a
games,
few weeks, so you know.
Yeah. He gave it a
Yeah,
longer,
8.5, that would be the highest score on the OpenCritics.
good for him, you know? Good for us, I mean.
Yeah. We're not paid by PlayStation.
No. Love you, PlayStation. No. I still want to play. I was saying to him, I was like, originally I was like, hey, I'll buy it and I'll jump in to play some matches with you. And as the weeks continued, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to have time. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Still look forward to playing it one day, but that's just not on the cards currently.
The best. It'll be fixed by then.
Well, yeah, true. I mean, I'm definitely not going to play it this week, and then I fly out next Tuesday. PAX is next week, everyone, in case you forget that. Yeah, yes. I fly out Tuesday morning, so I'm definitely not playing it next week. So maybe post PAX I can get into it. But then we're basically an end of year season, game of the year stuff. Oh fuck,
But you need to see if it's going to be a game of the year contender, right?
Could be best VR game. Top 2.
Your list.
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look. How many VR games have I played this year? Probably not many, to be honest. All right. Not much happening in the world of PlayStation this week post state of play. And again, as I was saying the other week, like I just missed when TGS was like, hey, Sony, you'd expect Sony to do some shit. But
no, they just left the door open for Xbox to come in and also do nothing.
Yep. It's really weird. I just
advertise here.
I've seen some and seen and heard now some mixed reactions to last week's state of play. Again, I really do feel like, and we both said we liked it, and you know they stand by that. And I just think all these people saying, like, comparing it to the Nintendo Direct. I know it happened in a rough 24-hour time period, but they're not even trying to do the same thing.
Even a 12-hour time, I'm pretty sure.
12-hour time period, yeah. They're not even trying to do the same thing, though.
No, they're completely different. Nintendo was trying to like showcase everything that their first party is pretty much going to do in the next 6 months. PlayStation specifically said it was the third party and indie showcase.
And look, as I said a couple weeks ago, yes, I understand. I too am frustrated that we don't have more information on upcoming first party things. But when I hear people saying, "What the fuck am I playing on PlayStation soon?" Like, and by soon they mean literally the next couple months. Like, I understand maybe you don't care about Spider-Man, but there is at least one game coming. Like,
I'm pretty sure there is something available on a PlayStation for you to play.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're worried about like first party titles, like Spider-Man is literally around the corner. If you want to talk about post that, I'm all with you. I understand.
Yeah.
I went over this.
There's all the other games to play, so don't worry. Okay.
Like what?
Like Assassin's Creed Mirage, like the Avatar game. Like
Far Cry Avatar.
Far Cry Avatar.
Far Cry Avatar.
It's very exciting, like a dragon. Infinite Wealth from January.
Now listen, Arcade Couch, I hear you say you're going to play this. You're not going to finish that game.
Probably not, but, you know, I'll have a good time. Not unless no other games come out.
It's like Kieran saying he's going to finish like Life of
I think I saw like it comes out January, and then there's another big title that comes out like the week after. From memory, let me just quickly.
We're probably just going to announce stuff in the next couple months, anyways. But Game Awards and whatever coming up.
Yeah, Kill the Justice League comes out the next week. That's the thing. So it's like, ugh.
If
it comes out, yeah.
If it comes out,
and then Helldivers 2 comes out 8th of February. So.
Oh, that's enough. But Helldivers is a game you could play for like a month, like 6 weeks, 8 weeks with people while playing something else at the same time by yourself.
That's true.
You know? It's a multiplayer.
Don't need.
Well, it's not really, but yeah. All right. So apparently Sony's been hacked. Maybe. Apparently. Pushware writes, as of this morning when we're recording, Sony has allegedly suffered a huge hack by Ransomware Group. A ransomware group by the name of Ransomed.vc claims to have compromised.
I wonder what they do.
They ransom shit, man. They ransom shit. All Sony systems, as reported by Cybersecurity Connect. At the time of writing, the claims have yet to be verified, but as the site notes, the group has racked up an impressive amount of victims in a short span of time. Ransom.vc is aiming to sell the data. Quote, we have successfully compromised all of Sony systems. We won't ransom them. We will sell the data due to Sony not wanting to pay. Data is for sale. You know, you can always tell these hackers are just like kids because there's like the grammar in this is terrible.
They're just English isn't their first language.
Well, that, yeah, I guess. Apparently, the group backs up its claims with some proof of hack data, which includes screenshots of internal login page, PowerPoint presentation, Java files, and a file tree, which apparently consists of fewer than 6,000 files. Cybersecurity Connect notes this seems low for all Sony systems. The group has not listed the price, but has provided contact information and has issued a post date of 28th of September 2023. Cybersecurity Connect presumes this is when Ransomed.vc will share the entire leak wholesale for buyer isn't found beforehand. Unusually, Ransom.vc considers itself not just a ransomware group, but a ransom as a service organization. It claims to be a, quote, secure solution for addressing data security vulnerabilities within companies, end quote, and operating, quote, in strict compliance with GDPR and data privacy laws, end quote. Their website states, quote, in cases where payment is not received, we are obligated to report a data privacy law violation to the GDPR agency, end quote. So they hack you and then
they tell you didn't pay us.
They tell the police that you got hacked and your data protection wasn't good enough or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they're like the hackers are like, oh, we'll test your security to see if it's good or not. But they're not hired for the job beforehand. They're like, oh, we just did the job. They're like the people at the street who wash your car windshield and then expect money for it.
Basically.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it.
Just did a job that I didn't pay you for. And then you... Yeah.
I've seen a lot of jokes already this morning about people posting images of the list of the 2011 games that were offered after the infamous hack that lasted for, I don't know, months. Were you around then?
No.
Do you know about this?
Oh, no, I'm familiar, yes. Yeah. I wasn't like deep into the ecosystem.
Man, that was a tough time. I was getting these platinums.
And they weren't popping?
Well, no, they're popping, but the problem was I couldn't sync them to the server. So there was always this fear.
If your PlayStation died.
Yes.
Disappeared.
They would have all been gone.
Yeah.
They would have all been gone. So it was a tough time, but we survived. But that lasted for months. And then Sony was like, sorry about that. Do you want infamous Second Blood? Do you want Dead Nation?
Yeah, but it seems like this isn't like actually affecting it in the actual network itself in any way. It's just, we just pulled a bunch of information.
Yeah. And look,
do you want to know how many shitty platinum games Dylan's bought in the last 12 months?
Yeah, you don't need to listen to the show.
How many anime Wii games has Kieran bought? I don't know. Yeah.
They're also shitty platinums, but yeah. I know people get like really freaked out at these stories. I understand, like, whenever people say hack, people start to get scared. I don't really. I feel like it's such a normal part of the world, which
everybody's got all our information already. So don't get too concerned. Just change password, and then.
And most of the time, anytime someone gets hacked, the stuff they get, the bank details are always protected or hashed out when they can't even get that shit. The most they can get is usually like your email or something. Maybe a password, but like without the ability to log in because they don't have the email. I don't know like how these things work. I don't know. I'm never worried. Like it sounds bad, but I'm always like
from what we understand of the PlayStation network and the infrastructure, it is actually an impressive feat that they were able to manage to hack it because it's terrible from what I understand.
Well, yeah.
How they were able to extract anything from it is impressive.
Look, I'm going to say, what's this group called again?
Ransomware.
Ransomware.
Ransom's in the name.
Yeah, ransom.
Just so you know.
Hey, Ransomware. I hope you're listening. Don't leak people's personal details. Now, if you'd like to leak and let me know what the fuck Sony's doing for the next 6 months.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all listed on.
I don't know. The way the world's working at the moment between the Xbox stuff, where they're like, someone was just like, oh, whoopsie. Like,
put it in the wrong folder. I put it in the public folder, not the private folder.
I didn't realize it was so easy to leak stuff, but
I mean that could. I mean, it's possible. Like you assume they just hacked the information of user data, but maybe they got like more Sony actual information. So we'll start the bidding at $2. If you want to give us.
I'm down for $2.
Yeah.
But yeah,
when it's $2 or free, I mean $2 is a better offer. That's what I'm saying.
At this stage, I don't know if anything will happen for this post in the morning, probably, but I at this stage I wouldn't worry too much, to be honest.
It sounds like Sony's not worried if they're like, Sony doesn't want to pay. You're like, yeah.
No. Like, it's so funny that we, like, when you think about, like, the Optus hack was a big one. What was the other one? The Medicare? No. Yeah?
One of the insurance places.
One of the insurance, like, shit just gets hacked all the fucking time. And it's every time I feel like the reaction's the same for half the people. Like, I'm just looking for some comments here. And people are like, bloody Sony, get your security fixed.
Meanwhile, their password.
Yeah, meanwhile, their password's the same thing on like 50 different
services, yeah.
Services. What do you use for passwords, Ash? What is your password? Do you use the same one? Are you one of these terrible people?
For a lot of places, I use the same one, but
okay,
switch it up.
Here's my advice for everyone. I pay for one of those password app things. Get on that. It is.
But what happens if it goes down? What if that gets hacked?
I believe there's a local, like on your phone or whatever. So, but I've been using that shit for a couple of years now, and it's just made life so much easier. Like, and the few times stuff it pops up and be like, "Hey, this was leaked," or "This website's data," and then you just click a button and like re-rolls the password for you, and makes it something else. So, especially in a world where you have like 50 million different passwords for things.
Yeah.
Being able to have one thing just control everything makes life easy.
So what? If that service wants to advertise on Platinum Explosion after that endorsement,
I'm not going to say which one because I'm willing to switch if someone wants to pay me. I mean, even if you have a iPhone, Apple comes with like a free sort of iCloud keychain thing that you could. That's better than nothing, so you might as well just use that if you've at worst. But all right, so apparently Last of Us Day or whatever's tomorrow, but Naughty Dog's not going to do shit. So Pushware writes, no new The Last of Us game or TV show announcements tomorrow. Naughty Dog will celebrate Last of Us Day tomorrow, but shouldn't go into its live stream expecting new news, new games, or TV shows. the PlayStation Studio developer has taken to Twitter/X to kill any excitement by confirming it'll be focusing on art, merch, and more. The studio continues, quote, while we're honoring the series' 10-year legacy, we will not be discussing any future game or TV show projects, end quote. The Last of Us Day, known as Outbreak Day before it, has rarely ever delivered significant news for fans. Instead, it's designed to celebrate the community that's built up around the stories of Joel and Ellie. However, the project's in the pipeline for both PS5 and TV screens. It's understandable why fans may have expected a little tease of what's to come. Of course, the elephant in the room is The Last of Us multiplayer in the works at Naughty Dog, which is confirmed to be a thing in development. But according to the latest reports, it isn't going well, which we talked about before. On the TV side of things, HBO has confirmed the second season of The Last of Us will be going ahead, adapting a portion of The Last of Us Part 2. However, as a result of the WGA strike, which has now ended, production has been put on hold. The actors are still on strike, so continue on. I'm a little bit like, I wish they would just tease stuff. This is what I mean. This is what I mean when we're talking. Come back to me raging out 2 weeks ago.
It's like, what are they doing? You just want to be,
just like, we know you're doing it.
You're doing something.
Why can't you just do even 2 new bits of like concept art would be enough to like salviate a lot of fans? You know what I mean? Like, just like, I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just like, why do you have to keep it such a secret until you can do it at a big thing like Jeff Keighley or whatever? And I understand if you want to show the first gameplay at the Game Awards or some shit like that's the plan, but like, just so people are like, hey, yes, that Last of Us multiplayer thing, it's still a thing. We're still working on it. Why not even just come out and say that? Why not have Neil or someone just do a video and be like, hey, everyone, happy Outbreak Day. Woo, go viruses. Whoa, that's awkward to say.
Yeah.
But also, we still just want to let you know that we're not having anything to share with you today. We're still working on the game. It's taking a little bit longer than we thought. But, here's one little quick thing I'll share. Here's a new concept piece of art. Looking forward to talking about the project in the future. Like, why not just be more open is all I'm asking for. I just don't. It's just...
I don't know. I think it's obviously a cultural thing within the games community not to talk about games until they're a bit more concrete. I suspect it may be like a financial reason, like for like shareholders and that kind of stuff. It's like, if it's revealed this game that everybody's looking forward to gets cancelled, it's like massive drop in the share price and that kind of stuff. So, and optically, it's like, we've been working on this thing for 5 years and we're not working. It's cancelled. It sucked.
Still shit.
Just be patient.
I cannot. And I will not.
No.
I will fight.
But yeah. Expect a bunch of TV merch, probably available tomorrow or today.
That you can not buy, because it'll only be on the PlayStation Store. It'll be today or overnight by the time you're listening to this. But.
And there'll probably be a blooper video. That's my guess from the TV show. A blooper reel.
A blooper reel, you reckon?
Yeah. Have they put out the box set?
Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got the Steelbook, remember?
There was probably a blooper reel on that, right?
I haven't looked, to be honest. So
haven't opened it.
No, I opened it. I looked at the disc and everything, but I haven't like rewatched anything. But I reckon I'll do a
sort
rewatch.
of video from the making of the show.
Because I want to have a look at that one episode. Which episode was that again? The 6th? I can't remember. One that was like darker and looks sort of shit on.
I mean, that's pretty much
typical HBO thing. So, but I want to do I want to like just do a full rewatch for the second season. Obviously,
here's a question. I don't think we discussed on the show. So there was a rumor going around that they'd cast Abby already for season 2 of the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one prominent rumor was that the actress Florence Pugh got offered the role of Abby. How'd that make you feel? Is that a good fit?
Love Florence. Down.
Yeah.
Put Florence on everything. Best actress at the moment. I don't care. Why are you asking me that question? You know I'm a Florence fan.
I know, right? But like physically, it doesn't fit at the moment.
She can get buff, I believe.
That buff?
Anyone can get buff if they're paid the right money. is my answer.
But she's on that Marvel deal as well, you know?
So?
She can't physically transform that much. When she's also got to be Yelena in the next Thunderbolts movie.
Why doesn't Yelena just Yelena's buff now? Like, I don't know what the fuck.
Because that's not what Widows on buff.
No, that's fine. Christian Bale gets fat and buff and whatever. Robert De Niro chipped his tooth for a movie once. I don't know what you want from me. Bring back method acting.
No. I want more for Florence Pugh than playing the role of Abby.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she's like perfect. I'm not against it, but
yeah,
I'd prefer an unknown. Is if I had to.
Yeah, someone we don't care about to get all the hate from all the weird fanboys, right?
Well, the hate's going to happen no matter what. So whoever takes the role, like I hope HBO and Naughty Dog understand that after what happened last time, that they've got to make that part of the discussion. I think, like, hey, if you take this role, we will support you, but also you're probably going to get a lot of hate. So, because and just have them sit down with like Laura Bailey. Laura Bailey can be like, hey, they will call you mean things. Yeah, she's like, just don't do it. Yeah.
You're very talented. There'll be other jobs.
She's like, I wish I never did it. No. It wasn't worth it. All right, last thing. EB Games.
No, that's just a BAFTA on my wall. It's
yeah.
And there's a Game Awards. Yeah, but you know, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't do it. You won't get an acting nomination or anything, possibly, maybe. EB Games has added cheap PS5 consoles and games to its big sale, writes Presto. Joining the ranks of Amazon JB Hi-Fi, slashing the prices of standard disc-based PS5 consoles, EB Games has dropped a hot deal on the retailer's cheapest private price. So it's now going for $669 for the PS5 disc version, which is $130 off. I don't think they've ever been discounted this much. Remember seeing any of? It's crazy to think that the PS5 can even be discounted this much when there was a time where you couldn't bloody get the things. So
yeah, pretty mental.
So if you don't have a PS5 or you'd like to get a new one, you know, as some of us like to. You know, if you want to get yourself a digital and a disc one, or a second disc one, something like that. And then if the biggest sales also on the PlayStation Store right now, a bunch of games on sale, bunch of games on sale on the EB Games and whatever else. Nothing that really stands out to me is like actually a big sale. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Have you seen anything in this sale that you're like, but they're like, you know, like who's going to buy games at the moment?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's bad for us at the moment because obviously we're not going to be out. We're going to be away next week. So why would you start playing?
Yeah, why would you buy anything? Let's have a look here. What else? They link Catch really as one of the big dealers. They really Vodafone. Okay. Really? But if you want to get yourself a PlayStation, PlayStation 5, maybe some games, you can pick up, let's see here. What would I pick? I wouldn't pick Final Fantasy 16 for $89. That's a waste of money. I'll tell you that right now. And I'd suggest Crisis
You would
Core.
say get Forspoken for $49, right?
I reckon Forspoken for $49 is way better than buying Final Fantasy 16 for $89. That's for sure. That's 100%. I can like a Dagonetian, $59. You like that game?
Yep. It is shocking that they're advertising Lord of the Rings Gollum on this list for $39.
Well, they got us. Why not? It's half price. Half the price. Maybe it's worth it now.
Why would you try and fool people into thinking that's worth?
Immortals of Avium? Support those guys?
Support them so they don't have to lay off the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
They don't have to close the entire studio.
It's a dark joke, but it's true. Yeah. I can't believe Dead Space is still $69, but anyway. Diablo 4, $89, really? Is that a sale? Fucking Jesus. All right, that'll do it for this week's episode.
Wait.
Oh, wait. You've added something
Spider-Man.
here. Holy shit. You've added a story. All right. Sorry. I thought you put a porn link in again. X.com. It's a Twitter link. Insomniac Games just zeeted a couple days ago. We are gold. We're thrilled to share news ahead of Spider-Man Part 2 PS5's launch on October 20th with a few words from the game's cast. They posted a video here where I can hear the actor who plays Miles Morales. What's his name?
I can't remember.
Yuri Lowenthal and the guy who's playing Venom. I'll talk about how the game's going on. So look forward to playing the game.
Yep, very exciting.
Don't get delayed.
And you can get a Spider-Verse digital collectible in PlayStation Stars at the moment.
Can you? How do you do that? I don't see that here.
Apparently, play any PS5 or PS4 game.
I'm in. Actually, that's hard. That's hard at the moment, actually. So I just have to play a game. Whoa, let's not go too far.
Bizarre.
Let's calm the fuck down with that one. All right, that will do it for this week's episode of Platinum Explosion. Let us know any comments, questions, concerns, things you've thought about this week's episode by heading on over to our Discord, explosionnetwork.com/Discord. You can follow us on X, explosionnetwork.com/Twitter takes you there. I think, actually, still. If you like this episode and thought it was worth $1, head on over to our Ko-fi page, explosionnetwork.com/support and buy us coffee. And remember that every trophy counts.